Well, everyone, my name is Joe, and we're going to be talking about the history of Driving Empire. For years, racing games on Roblox were defined by simplistic arcade mechanics or chotic drift physics scripts. However, by the late 2010s, a growing demographic of players wanted something more mature and, you know, well opened. Well, an open world sandbox centered on vehicular realism, vehicle customization, and the pure aesthetic of car culture. This demand birthed a franchise that would eventually trigger massive corporate buyout, spark playout or play platform, altering copyright battles with real world automotive giants and changed the landscape of Roblox monetization. This is the history of Driving Empire. Don't you see it right there? The images that you're going to see. The game's history began on June 23rd, 2019, when the developer Borges, along with co-creator Phoninian, created an experience simply titled Wait For It. Officially launched to the public in July 2019, the game was a modest indie open world driving sandbox. Unlike its competitors, Wait For It stood out due to its physical engine, which provided heavier, more realistic chassis, dynamics, and suspicion articulation. Players could earn cash by driving a racing perseverity of real-world vehicles module under tight polygon constraints, avoid performance drops, and customize their prevents visual stifling. As the map expanded beyond the fiction town boundaries of Wait For It, the original name felt too limited on December 2nd, 2020. The development group officially rebranded the experience to Driving Empire, signaling their intention to build the definitive car game on the platform. Basically, you can search up their website called Voldex, where you can see a lot of stuff about that. In 2022, Chapter 2 was out. By 2022, Driving Empire was tracking tens of thousands of concurrent players and hundreds of millions of visits. Now, 2019 launched as Wait For It, Indie Sandbox. 2020 was rebranding Driving Empire. 2022 was Voldex Acquisition, Corporate in Transition. And 2023 was the Great DMCA Crisis and the Licensing Pivot. 2026 was 2 billion or more visits and official brand ecosystems. That was very cool. Very cool, guys. The DMCA Crisis and the Corporate Pivot 2023, for its first 4 years, Driving Empire operated in a legal gray area common on Roblox, utilizing the likeness, logos, and exact names of real-world automotive brands, such as Ferrari, Porsche, and Lamborghini. Without explicit permission under the corporate umbrella of Voldex, however, the game became highly visible to real-world legal teams. Between February and November 2023, a wave of sweeping DMCA copyright strikes hit the Roblox platform, explicitly targeting the automotive genre. The fallout, the brand of the game from being permanently banned, Voldex had to rapidly scrub real-world automotive intellectual property. The changes was dozens of icon cars, like each icon from different places, even from Roblox you can recognize. Recognizing the legal cloning was no longer sustainable. Voldex engineering Pivot coinciding with the game hitting 1 billion total visits. They secured an official legal partnership with Italian hypercar manufacturer Pagani, bringing the Pagani Utopia to the game as a legal licensed asset. The Pagani partnership proved to real-world automators that Roblox was a viable marketing channel for reaching Gen Z and Gen Alpha consumers. Now, through 2024 and leading into 2026, Driving Empire fully transitioned from a game that copied real cars into an official marketing platform. Alongside these permanent additions, the game became a hub for corporate cross-promotions, hosting high-profile virtual events for external entities like NASCAR, Samsung, and LEGO.